We live in a world of socioeconomic inequity. Generations of children are born into poverty and will remain in poverty for the rest of their lives based off of inherent societal class, racial, and gender barriers, unless we make a change. Children living in poverty are less likely to eat nutritional food. Their parents are less likely to have time to be involved in their education, working multiple jobs to make ends meet, and they often get categorized as intellectually disabled. These children lack the societal and community attention they need, and it contributes to their educational outcomes in a negative way. For example, children living in poverty are more likely to be absent from school and are 7 times more likely to drop out of school. Minority children are less likely to receive education in a manner that overcomes cultural barriers, sadly holding them back from equal education opportunities. If a child doesn't learn to read by 3rd grade, they are at a higher disadvantage in later years. Before 3rd grade, children learn to read, but after, they read to learn. The learning environment in which children are located also has an impact on their outcomes. Environments that do not promote reading and learning will stifle children's growth. Grassroots involvement in equal education opportunity and creating community awareness can cultivate change needed. Encouraging educators to create classroom structures where all have opportunity to participate. Voting in local legislation that provides all schools with the tools they need. Voting in officials that make equality a priority rather than a subject of socialist or communist takeover are all ways we as a civilization can create a better world. Individually, with the involvement from caring people like you and me, we can make a change. Taking time for showing up and assisting in creating a nurturing community, we can ensure that children living in low economic housing like CPAH can have a fun and lively learning environment in which growth is promoted rather than stifled. For our capstone project, we identified a low-income community that lacked a lively learning environment. To make a change, we cleaned the community room and added a lively reading corner with a rug, bookshelves, toys, and pillows. We created a reading corner as an incentive to encourage them to read more often so that their educational outcomes would improve, and we organized the room to give it a more welcoming atmosphere. This project showed the children that the community cares enough about them to provide them with better resources and that their needs matter. When we all contribute just a little bit of our time to children and youth in low-income neighborhoods, we can show them that we want to improve their view of themselves. We can show them that they are not forgotten and that they can accomplish their dreams. These children will benefit greatly from caring adults like you and me if we take the time to create little changes to their daily life that will cause permanent proactive learning behaviors. You can start by volunteering weekly at a local organization that provides tutoring or homework help to low-income families. Once there, you may notice the disparities and know exactly what the specific location might need from you and others. Hopefully, after a while, you will be able to find materials and supplies to donate to them and encourage children to read.